Hello, friends. This is Mr. Matt, and I thought we could have a little bit of time together, do a little bit of exploring in the Bible. And so I thought, what should we do? We need to make something that's interesting and something that's quick. So I thought, okay, let's take a quick pop into Proverbs. Now, there's a book in the Bible that's called Proverbs, and you might have heard of a proverb. A proverb is a little expression that we have that is a little lesson in a real short sentence or a couple of sentences that's designed to remind us of something. So, one proverb that you may know is an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Now, it's not literally true that if we eat an apple every day that we'll never have to go to the doctor, we'll never have to get a checkup or some of our shots or anything like that. But it is reminding us that if you eat an apple a day, the apple represents sort of healthy food, that if you eat a healthy diet, you won't have as many health problems and you won't need to go to the doctor as much as you might if you just eat candy and junk food and all that kind of stuff all the time. So the proverb gives us that little nugget, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, to remind us that we should have a healthy diet. Now, the Bible book, Proverbs, is the same kind of thing. It's this collection of all of these expressions and nuggets of wisdom that are designed to be shared. Now, there's a difference between intelligence and wisdom. Intelligence is, what is it that you know? It's book things. It's things like, can you read? Do you know how to do math? Those kinds of things help to build up our intelligence. Wisdom is taking the things that we know in our head and the experiences we've had and the lessons that people have shared with us, and wisdom is putting all of that together and helping us to figure out how things work and how we should live and interact in the world. And a lot of times wisdom does come with experience, and getting a little bit older, you start to have more things that you've done. And so wisdom grows within you. But you can also get wisdom from people sharing things. For instance, when I was little, I didn't really have to reach out and put my hand into a pan of boiling water to know that it was hot and it would hurt, because my parents told me and they shared with me that could hurt, and I needed to be careful around hot water. So wisdom is something that we can experience, or it's something that people can give us. And the book of Proverbs in the Bible is designed to be a book that helps to give us things that we should know from other people. And it says right at the very beginning of the book of Proverbs in chapter 1, so if you want to get your Bible and you can look at it, but I'll also share it with you. The first 7 verses really tell us who Proverbs is from, who it is for, and what it's trying to do. So let me read those first 7 verses to you. They are like this. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, for gaining wisdom and instruction, for understanding words of insight, for receiving instruction into prudent behavior, doing what is right and just and fair, for giving prudence to those who are simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. Let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance. For understanding proverbs and parables, the sayings and the riddles of the wise. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Now, in those short 7 verses, we learn a lot. We learn that Proverbs was created from the sayings of King Solomon. And we know from the Bible that King Solomon was extremely wise. He was gifted by God with his wisdom. And so knowing that he has this reputation and this ability of being wise, he put this collection together to share with people. We learn what Proverbs is trying to do. It wants to help people to gain wisdom and insight and understanding, and to behave and act in a good way, in a way that would be pleasing to God and would help us to get along with other people. We also learn who Proverbs is written for. It's written for the young, that they might benefit from Solomon's knowledge and experience, but it's also written to older people who might also have broader wisdom, and it says to add to their understanding. See, it never hurts for us to learn or be reminded of things along the way. And so it's a book for the young and for the old, for the inexperienced and the experienced, as a collection of things to remind them. We also learn one little thing about somebody that Proverbs cannot help. Now, you would think that with it being young and old and inexperienced and experienced, that it would be helping everybody. But the 7th verse, the last verse that we read, says that there's this type of person who won't benefit from Proverbs, and that person is the fool. Now, a fool is a person who thinks they have all of the answers, that they know how they should live, they know everything, and they don't listen to anyone. They don't take anybody else's advice or anybody else's counsel. They just think that they have everything under control. And the very beginning of Proverbs says, if you are a fool, if you are one of these people, then Proverbs is not going to be able to help you. Now, I know lots of you are out there, and I know that none of you want to be fools. The people that I know from St. John's who come and we do Sunday school and children's sermons and we spend time together, none of you want to be fools. None of you think that you have all the answers. That's why we come together as a church, to talk and to learn and to share with one another. So our pop into Proverbs that we're going to do will be a chance to explore that and to sort of talk about it and think about it. So until we next pop into Proverbs, I do have something I want you to think about. I want you to think about who are some of the people that you learn from, people that you consider sources of wisdom, people that share their experience and the things that they know and that they've done to try to help you so that you live a better life, a safer life, a healthier life, a happier life. So that's your task till next time. See if you can think of maybe 4 or 5 people that help you to gain wisdom. And when we next pop into Proverbs, we'll see how this book of wisdom can also help us grow. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye.